Hey everybody. So I've been doing quite a bit in the General Lee lately, staying local, but here's some pics from a local Visit Ashland, Kentucky event. They were going to show a movie and have a car show and all that downtown Ashland, Kentucky, and took the General Lee, and you can tell from the photos that it got real cloudy, and they eventually canceled it for rain. And on the way home, I got hit in an absolute downpour. Now, this is one of the coolest stories ever. So this parking lot that you're seeing pictures of with the General Lee in it used to be a Sunoco gas station. Then it was an abandoned. Then it was a used car lot. Then it was abandoned. Now it's literally an empty parking lot. And this place is very significant in the history of ownership of this car. And this is where my grandfather first saw and we test drove this car when it was a red Charger, back when it was a Sunoco station, and we bought it from one of the guys who worked there. Well, guess who stops by? Rodney. This is literally the guy my grandparents bought the car off of back in August of 1996. I was leaving a church picnic and decided, you know what, I want to take the General Lee back to where we first bought it at and take pictures on that lot where the Sunoco station was. And I did. Ended up running into a few people, ran into a young guy named Ethan, super nice guy. A lot of these pictures, seeing he took with his phone and with my phone, and then Rodney stops by, and it absolutely blew my mind because he don't live in Huntington, I don't live in Huntington, which is where these pictures are taken. And he used to, like I say, he used to work at this Sunoco station, and we test drove it around the block before we bought it, or before my grandparents bought it. Me and Poppy went around the block. I went with him in it, and I was on cloud nine. I was only 15 years old back in 1996. And anyway, he eventually polished it, brought it over. My grandparents bought it, and I'll get more detail into that when I do a whole video on the story of my General Lee from beginning up until now, and I'll include that. But I just thought that was so awesome. To me, it's an answer to prayer. I've been praying to find him and talk to him about the history of the car and just catch up with him in general to see what he's been up to. And anyway, this was just phenomenal. And like I say, I'm thankful to the Lord. This was a huge answer to prayer. So now I'm going to stay in touch with him. We hope to get together soon. And anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys because I thought this was just an awesome story. And as a Christian, I don't believe anything is necessarily random. I believe in God's providence and guidance without him determining everything causally. And anyway, I believe this was a good example of God's providence, and I just had a really, really good weekend, and I'm thankful for it.